So now, why Vancouver? For us, there is many reasons to be here. I've chosen 4, which I think you should all remember. The first one is, for us, we were born here in 2000. It would have been easy to shut down the business and go overseas to win a bit of profitability like all our competitors, but we decided to stay here for Canadian employment and also to be the local brand that brings the local solutions to Canadians. And so if you want to fulfill this mission and equip those 2.5 million Canadians, we had to be here. And so we've decided to keep the teams here and scale the business here. And so we are very proud of that. If you want to win in Canada, you have to have an anchor in Canada. It's very difficult for international brands to replicate their model and pretend to be Canadian. You have to find a way to anchor the brand here. And I think the best way is just to have a local presence here with teams here. The second reason is talent. There is a talent pool in Vancouver, which is one of the most, best hidden secrets, I think, worldwide. It's a city which is not very famous or very well known when you are back in Europe. However, there is a local talent pool which is incredible, and there is also an immigration system which is incredible as well. The constraints of the last presidency in the US has been our opportunity. We've been very fortunate to host and to welcome a lot of very high talent and very high caliber in the tech space, but also in other spaces. At Clearly, we moved our office right downtown on the same block as Amazon, where they have created 15,000 jobs. And so every now and then, I'm very happy to steal some of their software engineers to serve my own purpose. And it's just a city which has created incredible brands. This city, which was not very famous, is where Lululemon was invented, where Arc'teryx was invented, where Hootsuite was invented, where Clearly was invented. So it's quite incredible, the ratio of very famous brands to the population here. The third reason is the location, which is pretty incredible. So it's really a global hub for us at Clearly. We are based in Vancouver. You are an hour away from our distribution center in the US in Blaine, Washington. We are a few hours away from a lot of our suppliers that are in Southeast Asia. We are with a direct flight to Australia, where we do roughly 35 million business. And we are also very well connected with Europe, where I have most of my management. So you're right in the center of many regions where it's extremely convenient to do business with and travel to. And then the last point is the life quality. I think one of the questions that I get asked the most is, how long have you been in Canada? And the answer that you always get from people is, I had planned to be here for 3 years, and I've been here for 5. So it's very difficult. Once you've been here, it's very difficult to leave. I think today you have one of the example. It's also a region where people ask you, isn't it cold in Vancouver? So no, it's not cold. It's the one place where it's not cold. It's not like Montreal or Toronto. So the life quality is exceptional, I think, for young families like mine, and also for workers, where you can really have an exceptional career and at the same time also enjoy a wonderful region. So the lifestyle and the life quality, I think, is something to put very high on the radar, because it's quite easy to sell Vancouver to young talents or to any type of talent when you're hiring.